WaPo owner Jeff Bezos says in an op-ed, Americans don't trust the media anymore, and his position to not endorse Kamala Harris cost him 200,000 subscribers that just left WaPo and quit, okay? Americans don't trust the news media, wrote Jeff Bezos in an op-ed titled, The Hard Truth, Americans Don't Trust the News Media, the Washington Post decision to end presidential endorsements, a principled decision, and it's the right one. Presidential endorsements do nothing to tip the scales of an election. What they actually do is create a perception of bias, a perception of non-independence. Bezos noted that the decision was made entirely internally, asserting, I would also like to be clear that no quid pro quo of any kind is at work here. Despite the timing of CEO's Dave Lim's meeting with Trump, he explained, I sighed when I found out because I knew it would provide ammunition to those who would like to frame this as anything other than a principled decision. 200,000 people unsubscribed from WaPo following the decision to endorse Tom.
So I read this today, got here early, and actually Rob and I read it together, and the whole thing. And I thought it was well written, and I thought it was really accurate. And he basically pointed out that the time for newspapers to have the influence on citizens in elections is gone. That the local citizenry is not waiting to get guidance from their newspaper and a rationale for it, number one. Number two, he said, hey, man, nobody trusts the news media. And then he said, listen, this is our moment. This is what we have to do. We have to basically reform ourselves and grow from this point in time in history, not just this presidential election, from this time right now, 2024. People don't trust news. So what do we got to do about it? We have to accept the challenge and move from here. And endorsing one or the other candidates doesn't matter to the voters. It absolutely statistically doesn't matter. And so he laid it out. And so I read it and I thought, good for you, Jeff. He's sitting there stating the facts and refusing to be bullied by people that are stuck in the past. Even if those people happen to be some of his own employees, he's like, hey, dude, you can threaten me and you can quit. Okay, do it. I own the paper. I have to make the shot. I have to call the shot. I can live with the shot. I can die with the shot. It doesn't matter. One or the other is going to happen to me. But guess what? I'm making the shot and I'm the owner. And if you want to leave, you got to leave. But
I just looked up how many it says. They got 2.5 million subscribers and they lost 200,000.
That's a lot.
Liz Cheney was one of them. Yeah.
Real. Oh, there goes the neighborhood.
People are posting that they're unsubscribing and leaving WaPo. He just lost 8% of everybody that left.
Is that like? Here's my question: do you think? I don't know about him and his attitude. Like, Elon responds to freaking bullies and people and the market. Do you think he tries to sell this thing, PBD, or he sticks with it and tries to make it, because it's obviously not. It's not going to come back. That's a big, bold move. Saying that
just to kind of give you a price point of what this means.
Yeah,
it's somewhere between $40 to $60 a year. Okay. And so let's just say $50.
Okay.
$50 times $50 times it's hang on one second, man. Who is this? Give me 1 second.
Who the hell is this? Paging me at 5:46.
Hey, listen, don't talk about pagers.
My bad. I don't need. Yeah.
Don't do that.
I would never.
You'll get canceled right now.
$10 million.
Yeah.
Of recurring income is gone.
Whew.
10 million. It's a real number. 10 million is a real number that's coming in every. So if you take that, say, you put 12 times EBITDA on that because it's recurring, whatever. Let's just say $100 million of valuation was lost. Give or take. Is that a fair number, Tom?
Absolutely fair number. And maybe a high multiple, but let's go with 100 million.
Yeah, 100 million was lost. Boom. Like this. Out. Now, what he's going to now do to regain, I don't know. What are you now doing to change the brand? I don't know. But if you're going to go this far and lose this kind of money, you better have some things that you're going to be showing for the people that are sitting on the sidelines. They're like, wait a minute, is WaPo worth me subscribing to it? Mm-hmm. Who's he going to bring? What is he going to do? What's the plan of the WaPo next year? I don't know. Jeff just has to sit there and realize there's another guy out there named Elon Musk that's winning the crowd, like the movie Gladiator. Yeah. You want to win your freedom, win the crowd? Elon's winning the crowd. Bezos hasn't yet won the crowd. But maybe this is in the direction of trying to win the crowd. Maybe smaller crowd, but maybe this is the way of winning.
And Pat, don't forget, I mean, this is sort of becoming par for the course these days because there's multiple major institutions, major groups that have not endorsed a candidate for the first time ever. Didn't we just cover the story last week that the LA Times basically said that they weren't endorsing a candidate for the first time?
What's left of the LA Times, which also, is now a daily pamphlet.
The Teamsters Union, the union that Sean O'Brien runs, also I think the International Association of Firefighters that endorsed Joe Biden in 2020, the Teamsters Union. There's multiple unions out there, major institutions, newspapers that would typically endorse a candidate who are basically saying, yeah, we're good. We're not even playing this game this time. And they typically would go in favor of Kamala, and they're not tipping in her favor whatsoever.
And the Border Patrol Union made an endorsement, and they endorsed Trump.
By the way, devastating news. I just read this right now. Stephen King left WaPo.
What?
Stephen King. Yeah, he left WaPo.
You and him were going back and forth on Twitter, I believe.
Yeah, but he
told him he was not living in reality, go back to the fiction life.
He does live in a fictional life, which is a very weird thing. So that is officially where we are right now with how we feel things are going to end up, okay? Key toss-ups in Nevada, Michigan, Wisconsin, that could make it even higher. But as of right now, on vtnews.ai, you will see us being at 281 to 228. Here's what I want you to do. Go to vtnews.ai, Rob. If we go look at vtnews.ai, if you go to vtnews.ai, go to the right and type an election right there. Yes, 6 days left. Guys, go do your calculation. If you go to the bottom, Rob, and click on anything to show them how they feel like the numbers that can change, go a little lower, Rob, so we can see the numbers changing. No, Rob, the other, yeah.
There you go.
There you go. Zoom in a little so I can see the numbers.
Do Georgia and Arizona.
If you do Georgia and Arizona, all the way red, yeah. So you'll see how the numbers are changing at the top.
In Pennsylvania?
Yeah, guys, for some of you that are messing with this, it's down 281, right? So this thing can be done fairly early. I don't think Arizona's going to go that early, Tom. I think Arizona's going to be, they've already said they need 10 to 12 days of counting, right? They've already said that. Go ahead, Tom. You look like you want to say something.
Yeah, it's polls close at 7 p.m. Eastern, and 2 to 3 hours later, we're going to see Georgia, North Carolina, and Pennsylvania numbers, and it could be wrapping up.
Yeah, it could be done fairly quickly. But, this is, a lot of people are using this tool. We've never had this much traffic on vtnews.ai. Guys, go subscribe to vtnews.ai. Use the AI portion of it, the machine learning side of it. Ask any of the questions. The one that I like to go to is the top 5 events for the day, but that's vtnews.ai. Go subscribe to vtnews.ai. There's a ton of features that are coming up here. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.